Evening, everyone. How are we? Welcome. Hope you're well. Happy Monday, everybody. My hair's doing a bit of a madness. It's not really. It's been a bit humid today. Hello, everyone. How are we? Hope you're good. Welcome. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Welcome back to the stream, of course, and welcome back to Moneyball in Sweden. FC Hacken. I suppose it's season 9. Probably season 10 now, probably technically, of the save. If you've been around for a bit, you'll know how it works. If you're brand new, welcome in. If you are brand new, by the way, hello, I'm Tony. Nice to have you in. We are currently BK Hacken. We are currently in the transfer window. This is now January, it's February actually, to be honest, with the transfer window. And we've signed the new Haaland for free. And that seems like good business, doesn't it? And do you know what the best bit about all this is we've got no idea how good he is because we play with an attributeless skin. Welcome in, everyone. So here we go then. Welcome. This, of course, is where we are. We are in on TikTok. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Welcome everyone, by the way, who's here. So hello one and all. If you're brand new around here, of course, do feel free to drop your follows on. That'd be much appreciated. Unca's in, Victim's in, Ian's here, Anarchy Ali's in, Rugio, Luffy. Console is hiding because there's no matches to play, so we can't blame him for any issues that happen in pre-season. So that's quite nice. Welcome in to everyone who's just chilling in the background as well. You're, of course, all more than welcome. Evening, Matt. Nice to see you, buddy. So yeah, I presume you all want to see the new Haaland. That's what you're here for, right? The new guy, the main man. I mean, let's have a look at what we've brought in so far, because we've tried to moneyball this. We've spent some money. I will caveat, we have spent some money, which is not a problem because of course we can do. We had £200,000. We've now got £110,000 left. Evening MCG, welcome in, buddy. We're not over on our wages yet. We've got about 14 grand left on wages. Bank balance is looking pretty poor, but that's fine. We can fix that. Do we stream on Twitch and YouTube? Yes, we do. Tony Jameson FM on both of those platforms if you want to head across and see the full screen and see the full picture and get the full vibe. So that's what you can do. We're managing BK Hacken, Victim. Nice to see you, Steely. Nice to see you, buddy. How's the day going? Day's going good. Thank you. Very nice. It's a Monday. We had a lovely Monday. Hope you've had a lovely Monday as well, everybody. So yeah, we brought a couple of players in. We brought in Alexander Lickenbach, who's come in at centre half. Look at this, proper good Scandinavian long hair. 6'4", 25 years old. He looks like he's got, very, very brave, which is good. He looks like he's going to be fairly strong for us. He played pretty well last season. And Orebro got an average rating of 6.76. I don't know if we can see much of last year's statistics or anything, but we needed 2 centre-backs, really. So we brought him in. I thought statistically, he was looking pretty good. He's got good stamina. He's strong. He's plays in a lot of positions. He's fairly consistent. So we're like, right, he'll do. He'll be a good player to get in. Where's his stats or form? Yeah, it's only a show you this season, unfortunately. But last year he was good. Right? Do we have ant fins on your team? Don't know what ant fins are. I don't think so. I don't think I've got ant fins. We have another centre back here who looks like he's been injured in pre-season training already. Juho Mikola, who's a Finnish defender. He's not Finnish. He's 24. He's 6'5" as well. Model citizen. So let's get him in. Plays no through ball. Stays back at all times. That's what you want from a centre back. And runs with the ball rarely. Again, don't my centre backs do anything fancy. Really, really good for jumping. So we brought him in. He's cost us a couple of quid. 165 grand. That's going to be the fee there. 65 grand for Lickenbach. So that's pretty decent in terms of our defensive spend. We also bought in a goalkeeper, Ramildo Pereira, who has come in he was on loan at Brahma Porciana last year. and he played pretty decently. I know it says there he conceded 31 and 29, but again, statistically, he was pretty good. More reliable than our goalkeeper, so we thought, right, let's spend 12 grand on him, bring him in. He is Brazilian, so let's face it, a Brazilian goalkeeper is essentially a striker, right? 6'5" and a perfectionist. So again, he might be pretty decent. So I think defensively we've added some decent stock in there. And then this is the guy. So this is Paul Nieland Orschal, who is dubbed the new Haaland. I mean, I'm not convinced at this point, but then again, he's 18 years old, right? He was on a free. Right? And he was released from Vålerenga. He was wanted by everybody in Norway. And we are paying £1,600, which is quite a lot in our wage structure. He's not the top earner, but we thought, let's get him in, try it, see what it looks like. He doesn't have a release clause. He will go up once he's played £2,000 a week after 25 games, so we'll see how he gets on. But at 18 years old, he might be alright. He's a risk worth taking, I think. He can play up top, he can play out wide as well if needs be. So that's our guy then, Paul Nieland Orschal, that's the new Haaland, everyone, right there. I'm sure you all agree. Do we have any Finnish players in our team? Yes, we do. We've got that Juho Mikola. 6'5" of Finland. Am I doing all right as a scout? Asks Willem. Nice to see you, buddy. Let's see what you're up to. Where have you been getting anything? Where's your reports? You have been scouting. You have been scouting. Well done. That's what we've been asking you to do. Go out and find some players. Console. He passes the sniff test. Could be a good investment. Just of the new Haaland. Could be. The fact that he is free means he's worth a risk, regardless. Evening, Katie. How are you, pal? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Welcome in. Mustafa Duran. Looks like he might be quite handy. We don't need a right winger per se, in the fact we've already got one. But I mean, he looks good. But do we move Josefferson inside? I don't know. That doesn't really feel like something I particularly want to do at this point. Leo Jonsson, target forward. Bit pricey in the wages, but could be doing a good job. 4 goals in 24 matches. Maybe not. Zeki Saki. Back at work tomorrow, trying to ignore this fact in favour of playing FM. Yeah, exactly. Work sounds like a tomorrow problem. Okay, leave that problem for tomorrow. You don't have to worry about that right now. And then this guy, Noel Alti Anderson, who we've looked at again as an Icelandic defender, can play left back, centre back. A bit pricey with his wages, but again, he could be quite a decent player if we can convince him to come in. Gideon Mensah, 33, bit old, but yeah, it seems like you're doing all right, Willem. You got a couple of players out there that we're looking at. You're bringing us some interesting players to look at. Dennis Bartos, maybe. We'll see. But how is everyone? How has everyone's weekends been? Hope you all had a wonderful time. Joe McNabb to the Urawa Red Diamonds. I'm going to say no again. I'm going to stand firm on McNabb. And it might be the wrong decision, because obviously we could do with the money, but I just think that to destabilise and lose your club captain during a rebuild is not that smart an idea, I don't think that, personally. Steely says, my Grimsby save is going okay. If I don't go up, I might leave, even though we have a new stadium. These are the decisions you have to make, isn't it? Do you stick? Do you twist? Where do you go? Let's see. How's the microphone sound tonight, by the way? Is it okay? Is it crisp? Is it clean? Is it crackly? Eunice Benson is a midfielder we've had on trial, I believe. He's wanted by us, Falkenborg, who finished bottom, Sundsvall, Örgryte, Vasselunds. He's come from AIK. He might be okay, he might not. He's unambitious. I don't like that. I don't like unambitious. We also brought in Ghazi Amara, who is an interesting player. He's come in again. He's free. He's come from Hammerby, and he looks like a really good creative player for the middle of the pitch. He's technical. He can. Last season he was getting assists all over the place, I believe. No, I might be thinking of someone else. I might be thinking of someone else. But we had him in a trial, and he looks the business. So we figured we'd bring him in for free and see what we can do with him. Yeah. Unk sent a gift. Oh, man. Bless you, Unk. Very, very kind indeed. I appreciate your progress. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate the gifts there on TikTok. I need to work out how I find them. We sent a football. We've sent a love football. Oh, thank you, Unk. Very kind indeed. Calisphere Jason, nice to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you're good. And we've still got a couple of players that might end up leaving the club as well. By the way, we've still got Big Debo up top. El Deeb is technically out of contract and he's on $3.5 grand, so probably going to look to let him go. He's not been prolific, has he really? 6 goals in 26. I can see people being upset about him going, but at $3 grand, he's not a $3 a week striker. Yeah, and then we've got players that are up for renewal this year. So McNabb, Habila, Everson, Carlson, Gustafsson. These are our younger players. Graf, Shaker, Keita, Nygaard, Mustafa, Stanovic, Sell. They're all younger players. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we get on. I do still think, I know we brought in Orshal and he might be the new Haaland, but I do still feel like we need a striker. We do still need a striker. Zaleznikar have come in with £1.2 million for Romeo Amane. Now he's got no interest in joining. I mean, let's try a 3.7, shall we? He's not going to go, but let's try that. Evening Beyond Ultra, how are you, pal? Welcome in, nice to see you. Skeed have signed Somerset. I'm going to regret not... He wanted £4 grand to play for us. He's signed for 900 quid a week. Oh, we got played. Right, okay, he clearly wasn't that fussed about coming here then. Which is fine, but I saw Leader and I thought he would fit in well in our setup. So I was like, right, let's make a play for him. But yeah, he obviously wasn't that fussed. So fine, okay, I understand that. Let's bullet dodged possibly. Should we think about it like that? I think we could do that. Jamal and Dor is still a possible. Only because he scored goals against me last season. He's still on my shortlist. My Moanvember has gone from players complaining to breaking each other's legs in training. That's pretty decent, actually. Beyond Ultra graduated last week. It's been an interesting few days. Congratulations. Congratulations. What have you graduated in, Beyond Ultra? What have you graduated in? Jack Ritchie, FM26 news soon, or am I being silly? Probably. To either of those statements. I'm going to leave that to you to decide. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not getting joined in that discussion at this moment in time. We can sign Mohamed Salah. That sounds like a fairly big name signing, doesn't it? Players up front and right back. Resilient, unflappable. Relishes big matches. Fairly inconsistent though. Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Business. Nice. Good work. Good work. Right, let's keep him on the shortlist for now, shall we? Yusuf Dequan, 18 years old. Oh, this looks... Oh, he's got a lot of yellows, hasn't he? this suggests he's a good player. Because if you want to check the little key here, yellows are like kind of our old 16 to 20s on your if you had attributes on. So this is sort of like his top end. It's like he could be a very good player once we get a full scout on him. Where is he from? Morocco. 18 years old. Wants to leave following a contract extension being triggered at a time when he was concerned about the lack of quality in the squad. Oh, I mean, this is interesting. Okay, let's have a little discussion with the agent, shall we? $2,000 a week. TJ, quick question. When streaming, is processor or RAM more important? It's been ages and I can't remember. I think it's your processor. I mean, I'm guessing. I'm taking a guess at this point, Katie. I'm not the most technical person, but if it's processor, is a processor your graphics processor possibly? Like I've got a 3070 graphics, which I know isn't groundbreaking, but it's decent enough as a graphics card. And I think I've got like 32 gig of RAM, I think, which again I know is not huge anymore these days, but that's what I've got. And I think I've got I've got all my things on. All my things are still on the Twitch page. 3070 is still powerful, and 32 gig is still huge. I see it. Good. I'm glad that's the situation then, because I thought things had moved on. Like I remember 32 gigabytes of RAM I'm from a video editing background, so 32 gig of RAM is like just enough to get you by. You know, but I'm glad it's massive now. Deciding between upgrading my laptop or getting something new, if it's a processor, it's pointless. I mean, I would always go. I would try. It's like everything. Get as much as you can for as little as much as you can afford. Is it going to be worth like ripping out, like adding one bit in? I guess it's like sort of adding alloys to a battered up Ford Cortina, isn't it? You know, you can take up the 64 gig RAM but can't shift the processor or graphics card. That's the problem. Yeah, if the motherboard's maxed out, then it doesn't matter what you put in on it. It's not going to get any bigger. That's what she said. So yeah, maybe have a think. We've had a little conversation here with Mohammed Kadir, who is the agent of this Moroccan lad that we've had a quick little look at. They want a Daquan, want 130 grand. He wants to be a star player. Made wages of £2,000. Okay. Right, I'm gonna say okay on that one, right? Let's make an inquiry, because I quite like the look of him. Actually, they'll demand the release clause. That's fine. Like, I don't mind the release clause being in, because ultimately, if he comes in and scores goals, then someone will buy him and we'll have £1 million or £2 million. I mean, we won't, because our board will take it off us, obviously, but you know, in a Moneyball sense, it doesn't matter. We just go and we just get another one. Like, you know, we try and do that again. How much money have we got? Have we turned it round? We've got a transfer budget of 110 grand. We're still 1.7 million in debt, so that's still not brilliant, right? And you know, we are getting 5% of transfer revenue made available to us. So if we do sell them for £1 million, we're not getting all that money, of course. But we know where we're at. Yeah, we know where we're at. Evening FM Daily, nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Welcome in. I appreciate the follow as well. That's very kind. ever qualified for Europe in this save? Not yet. Not yet. We've only just, to be fair, we've only just been at Hacken for like half a season. We were previously in Poland at Raków Częstochowa, and unfortunately we got sacked there. We got sacked there for due to bad results. And yeah, I had to obviously I had to go look for a new job, and here's where we are. So it is a journeyman. Yeah, it is a journeyman. We started unemployed with no badges, no experience, and then we went to HIFK in Finland, which was interesting because they had no they were amateur club when we loaded up, and then we got a what do we get? We got a 18-month transfer ban, and that was brilliant because they went, oh, let's go professional. So we couldn't get promoted anyway after with HIFK. So it was like, right, fine, whatever. And yeah, then we moved to Farrell in Romania. Did great there, 3 years there, really enjoyed it. It was good fun. Then moved off to Poland, and that was like, right, not brilliant for us, really. Manu Lorenzo still showing up as a goalkeeper with decent potential, maybe. Balderson's just come through the youth system, so I don't really want to have to allow him to leave just yet. I'd rather change his pathway, possibly. Why do I change his pathway? What's he showing as? Ambitious forward. That's what we want. United FC are trying to bring in Sanel Carlson. Okay, well let's let him have some. He can go out for a optional fee. £1.2 million. Let's make that. See if we can do it as a loan. I don't think they'll let us happen, so let's see if we can do it, shall we? Raków didn't give us enough time to find the next Nigerian Polish striking sensation. Live long and well, Emmanuel Olisadebi. You're a baller. I mean, I agree in a sense. I don't think we were given as much time in Poland, but we were making a lot of noises to get gone. Like, I was desperate to get out of there. So, realistically, you know, it's like we were always going to get sacked. Really, the first season was good though. We did really, really well, and then the second season, I took my eye off the ball and focused too much on trying to get a new club. So that's where the problems came from. And yeah, at that point, it was like, okay, let's now move away from this, shall we? Pavle Milosevic, 1,200 quid wages. Driven and volatile personality. Serbian. Can play in a couple of positions. Balanced. Got good ability on the ball. Likes big matches. Susceptible to injuries. Not massive injuries though. Not massive. Scouts seem to think he's decent. Etienne Neumann. $3,000. That's a lot of money for us, to be honest. Mad Scientist is here. Evening, Mad Scientist. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you for the raid. How's life treating you? Hope you're all well. Welcome in, Raiders. It's nice to see you. You join us in pre-season. Of course, pre-season Sweden is January for everybody. So it's the January transfer window in mainland Europe. and we're trying to bring in one or two more players. We've already signed a couple of players. We've signed the new Haaland, who we're very, very excited to see how he gets on. Although we do have an attributeless skin, so we don't really know how good he is. But I mean, they call him the new Haaland, so he's got to be good, right? He's got to be good. Which team went bankrupt in real life? Sorry, by the way, on TikTok. Was it Farrell or Rakuf? Oh no, Hifk went bankrupt. Yeah, that's why they. That's why they've got the transfer ban in there. I think. Oh, hang on. Dequan's just had the loan accepted. We're not paying any wages. We're not paying any money, and we've got an optional fee of £1.2 million. I mean, we're not going to pay that £1.2 million, but this could be quite handy. If we're about to get a striker in who's not going to cost us anything either. Absolute wheeler dealer, isn't it? Right, I'm not going to... Zalesnikar are going to have to up their bids if they want Amane, I reckon. Mad is here. He is, Victor. He is. We know Mad's here. We've given him a massive shout out. We're hoping everyone as well. We appreciate all of his viewers who've come to hang out with us. If you are brand new around here, by the way, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Tony. I'm the host of the FM Show podcast, which you may or may not be aware of. Mad's been on it, talking about his wonderful databases. We have an episode every single Thursday, so you're welcome to come and listen to us. Talk Football Manager and talk nonsense. He's a Hammerman, 6'6", 22 years old, gets the crowd going. And the scouts seem happy with him as well. I mean, that could be an interesting little acquisition, couldn't it? We have just bought 2 centre-halves. We can never have enough, I don't think. So yes, if you are brand new, obviously do check out the FM Show podcast. That'd be much appreciated. We've got Discords as well, like everyone else has in the world of gaming. So come and join the Discord. TikTokers, if you want to join the Discord, then you need to come and find the link either on the Twitch description or the About Me page or YouTube or Twitter, because unfortunately TikTok doesn't like us just posting links. Yusuf Dequan does not want to come and join us on loan. Okay, well, let's keep our eyes on him then, because he might be someone that we'll see in the future. This save is not going to be just one season, is it? So we're nudging towards. In fact, the league's about to start. In fact, not the league. Sorry, the cup is about to start. Paderborn have offered Thomas Recus a new contract. Well, look, I'm really sorry, but I'd like him to stay. I have a feeling he'll leave. And with that, we'll go all of these players. So let's see who we like, shall we? Guess the crowd going is 6'6". That's a Peter Crouch doppelganger. That is a Peter Crouch doppelganger right there, isn't it? Ooh, Alexander Malm. Fast winger for hardly anything. Oh, you could be cover. Malmo reserves. Arlindo. Dennis Palm, unambitious, unfortunately. Anton Alsen. Miss Alive in on the tier 1. Thank you very much, Miss Alive. Very kind. Appreciate the support there. Thank you. How do you find these players? Asked Jay. Well, this is what my scouts are doing. My scouts are doing all the work here, because that's what I pay them for. Yeah, I've sent them off to go and find me good players. And this is what they brought back. Abundance Salau. And the thing is, at first I thought that said ambulance. So, I mean, abundance is also awesome, but ambulance is better, I think. Any tips on FM? Just getting started. Yeah, loads of tips. I would say, first of all, I'd say watch the podcast. So watch the FM Show podcast every Thursday. Get loads of tips in there. But what I would do is I would start with the team that you know. So probably pick the team you support, because you're going to know those players. You're going to know how the team plays. You're going to know the sort of players that you would replace certain players with or look to buy. Play that. Get used to that. Find out how the game works. Then try and master your tactics, like your 4-4-2, your 4-3-3, your 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2, all that sort of stuff. And then start thinking about, well, what sort of save do I want to do? And start to like sort of take it out from there. You know, that's how I would do it. Or pick one of the big teams and just get a feel for the game, first of all. You know? How am I finding the attributeless skin? I'm finding it interesting. You know what? I'm not finding it as difficult as I thought I would. Whether it's working or not, I don't know. Or whether I'm just trusting my judgment a little bit more, I don't know. What I'm concerned about, well, not what I'm concerned about, but what I think about as a creator is my viewers' experience with the attributeless skin. So because I've got that on, like, I know we've posted here about having the new Haaland. Like, people want to see what that guy looks like, and when you don't have attributes on, it's difficult to work out what these players look like in terms of attributes. So people don't really know, so they're having to sort of like fill the blanks in themselves. And that's something I'm very aware of. You know, do I play differently now I'm a creator? Not necessarily. No, I think I play the game very similar to how I would play it off stream. I don't go and pick big teams. I don't really sort of like. To be fair, I'd probably be doing this off stream rather than on stream, and I'd probably have gone attributeless earlier in my career this year, or the last couple of years maybe. I might have tried a little bit earlier with it. So yeah, that's where I am. The little guy definitely helps. What handsome man Scooter's in. Scooter, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Oh, it's been a long time since we've seen you. Oh, hope you're well, buddy. What an absolute pleasure. Absolute delight to see Scooter. Hope you're good. Ayari, Amani, Amara, Tree Musketeers, says Lupkin. What's my mentality? What, in real life or in game? Because the mentality for this tactic, we play positive at the minute, but I like to play balanced normally. My mentality in real life is stress head, I think. I would like to say I'm chilled out and relaxed, but I don't think I am. Yeah, it's a positive mentality on the tactic, but we could obviously it depends upon how we play. What's my philosophy? Asks Rocco. Sorry. So that is an interesting one. My philosophy in football is I like to get early goals. No, not that. No, I like to have a lot of possession of the football. That's one of the things I like to do. I like to have possession of the football. I like a mixture, because normally I like to play counter-attack, like absorb the pressure, hit on the break, fast transitions. That's what I like to go for. Bang it up to a big centre forward and knocks it down to a little centre forward, and scores that way. Jaquan, appreciate the follow, very kind. But on FM, what I like to do is I like to have the ball. I like to soak the ball up, as I say, soak the pressure. Short passing, I like to make nice little intricate triangles. I like people to make runs in behind. I like pace. I do like pace, because I think you can't really play this game without pace. I like height. I think my players have to have a certain DNA. I think that they need to be. They need to have good teamwork. They need to have good work rate. They need to have good determination. They need to be physically fit because I want to make them run quite a lot. Not a gegenpress by any stretch of the imagination or gegenpress, but I want them to be able to. I sort of define it as, imagine if any fan got the chance to run on the pitch. I want my players to be that fan, and I want them to give 110% and run as much and as hard as any fan who was given the opportunity would do. That's my philosophy on how I want football to be played. Keep it on the deck if you want, stick it in the air if you want, doesn't matter. Doesn't have to always be beautiful. Like, you know, sometimes it's just a case of, you know, you can have a centre half pick the ball up and ping it. You know, but I'm not one of these ones for bloody short goal kicks. That can piss off. That's woke nonsense. Draft excluders, not at all. Great cross in. Jefferson, and normally younger players as well. Amara, off the post. Should have been two. Should have been two. I've never played FM on console ever again. So bad. Okay. So I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Jaquan. Yeah, lots of mentions of Javi Guerra. No idea what that means, but I think it's potentially a good thing. Maybe, we'll see. Possession is ideal thing. Any tips on making tactics? I'm trying to understand, but it's going terribly so far. Says 999. Honestly, like, yeah, the amount of times that I've tried to make a tactic that hasn't worked, like, it falls through the floor. It's just trial and error. Trial and error. Start with the base. Start about your sort of what you want to do with the ball, and then work out what you want to do without the ball. Just tweak things. Don't do complete wholesale changes. Yeah. And as well, remember your tactic is going to change with the players you've got. So all tactics should theoretically be bespoke to that certain collection of players. So if you have a great tactic and you move clubs, in reality that tactic shouldn't work exactly the same if you move, because, you know, it's different players, isn't it? You know. Manaja Akli, appreciate the follow, very, very kind. Thank you, pal. Volcano's in there as well, appreciate that. And Metan, appreciate the follow, thank you. So 1-0 up, early goal against Halmstad. It's given us the lead. TJ, download the Musterman skin. My circles and my player ratings are red and yellow. Mine are yellow and blue. Any ideas? Yeah. So you need to look at the colour guides that Musterman's put. So you change. You can pick whatever. You can pick a couple of different colour variations for the skin. I think mine's slightly more bespoke, so Musterman's changed mine for me as well. But yeah, there's a blue. There should be like a blue iconic skin. That's the colours that I've got, but there might be slightly tweaked. There's like gold and red as well, I think. Which, yeah, that's what you've got. Yeah, red and yellow. Jason says, I swear I would run faster than the fastest fan ever dreamed to run. The way you just said that. Combination of Linford Christian, Usain Bolt with the determination of Forrest Gump. That's what I want from my players. Jason's nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Managia. My name is Managia. Nice to meet you, buddy. How are you, pal? Nice to see you. Welcome in all of our new TikTok friends. Pleasure to see you all. Make sure you drop in a follow on this stream, by the way, because oh, come on, wrist itch is in there. I reckon. Let me just have a quick check here. I reckon. Let me just do some quick maths here. Can we hit 2,000 TikTok followers tonight? Do you know what? Yeah, I reckon we can. If anyone's got TikTok, by the way, and you haven't already done so, hit that follow, because I reckon we can hit 2,000 tonight. And we're only 50 away from 6,000 on Twitch, so just saying, we can hit some big numbers tonight. If we all play our part, we can all make it happen. We can, like, ding, 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 all over the shop. Yeah. Marmy, welcome in, buddy. Great ball by Josefferson. Wrist stitch. Oh, pick that one out. What a goal that is. What a goal. So yeah, hit those follow buttons, everyone, wherever you are. Rambling Man, I've just seen you've followed on TikTok. Twitch, sorry. Thank you, my friend. Very kind. And of course, let's not forget you can follow on YouTube as well. Isn't that what Bielsa wants his players to do? Run through walls, touch every blade of grass. Yeah, a little bit like that. A little bit like that. But then he has, again, very, very specific things that he wants his players to do. Like, he wants them chasing, tracking, pressing all the time. I'm not saying I want my players pressing all the time. I just want my players to be able to give as much of themselves as they can. That's what I want. You know, so let's just see what they can do. Let's just rest up a couple of these players now, actually. Okay, so we're making quite a few changes. 3-0 up. Let's see where we go with this one, shall we? Cover every blade of the pitch and stop only when Bielsa shouts, "That's enough." I don't think he will ever shout that, does he? Never, ever, ever. Technical director, how much budget do you have? How much budget do we have? Oh, we've got £111,000, I think, to spend, which isn't very much. If the question was how much money have we got to spend? But this is a good start to our season. I know it's the Cup, and it's a group stage of the Cup, so read into that what you will, but Hallstatt's still fairly decent. There's Sexy Peter. Oh, over the top. Can't believe I've retained 10,000 channel points. Scoots, they can't take that away from you, mate. They can't take that away from it. Music's too loud. I think you should turn it down a bit. Nah. I think it's a TikTok problem, Mammy. Everything's all perfectly balanced everywhere else on Twitch and YouTube, from what I can understand. If anyone else can confirm or deny that, that'd be much appreciated. But very rarely hear complaints over this side. Actually, let me plug that light back in. Sound levels are all good. Voice is perfect. Levels are perfect. The beard is perfect. The hair is perfect. There we go. This is slow match speed, says Reese Morgan. I mean, for you possibly, Reese. For me, it seems reasonable. I don't need them like zipping around like as if they've just done like 3 lines of coke. You know. I'm not bothered about that. Look at that. 3-0. That's a good performance. That's a good performance. A little bit more grey than last time we spoke. That's true, Scoots. That's true. Happens, unfortunately. That's just the way life is, isn't it? Reese Morgan, another follow. Thank you, Reese. Very kind. Is the football perfect? I mean, the football is adequate. The football is adequate. We'll do that. The football is entertaining. Can't say perfect. Football should never be perfect, because that's boring then, isn't it? It's boring if football's perfect. You know? We don't want that at all, do we? We're in 2033, Reese. So we're about to turn 2034, actually. No, yeah, 2033. So yeah, we've been on this a little while. So this is like nine seasons in, technically 10, I think, as well. So Isaac Schafosh. He's got a bit of potential. He has got a bit of potential. The tactic we've got is very, very boring. It's a 4-4-2, and I didn't really want to do a 4-4-2, but that's just where we are. That's just where we are with it. So nothing too fancy, but you know, you can have a little look at the last performance, and it seemed to work pretty well. Yeah, there's those triangles we talk about, those little interchanges and transitions. You know, that's how it works, and it seemed to be pretty decent in last match for us. Who's the next Haaland? Oh, let's see. We've this guy, Paul Nieland or Scholl. So he might be. I mean, look, you know, we've got a lot of goods, 11s to 15s, and he's only 18, so he might nudge up. He might nudge up. But you know, they say the new Haaland. So who am I to dispute that fact? You're in 2040 with Wrexham with £1 billion worth of debt. Ugh. Oh dear, £1 billion worth of debt. That sounds like you're getting sacked. That club's getting liquidated. Little 4-2-3-1 game. No, we're not doing 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1's like the lazy person's formation. As we all know, the media has never been wrong about calling a player the next anything. Exactly. Why would they lie? Why would they lie? To even scout for such a player. Stamina, natural fitness, concentration, determination, work rate. You can. I mean, yeah, you can. You can get that in. You can get that if you were doing it via attributes. You could scout that way. But for me, I think I look at the scout reports and then I sort of see, you know, what's their personality? Do they look like they're a bit more driven? Do they look like they're a leader? You know, these are the sorts of things that I'm looking for personally when I try and sort of put a player together. So Milosevic here. So, and also I've got this little sort of DNA wheel, which is customizable as well. So you know, if you wanted to change that, you could change that to anything and get rid of, you know, different. You could create a new DNA. Yeah. Nice to see what bands they are as well. Quite good. Bit of flair and a bit of determination in the midfield. Milosevic, he is free. That is interesting. Jebaru, 53 months. Thank you, Jebaru. Very, very kind indeed. Welcome. Let's have a little... When's his contract up? June. Do you know what? We can't loan him in. 1,200 quid. Do you reckon he'd come for nothing? Let's see. Again, we can try. See what happens. Yeah. We don't know if he's going to be worth it or not. Do we need another central midfielder? Don't know. Am I just getting excited? Possibly. Yeah. We can find the next Torre Andre Flo and we'd be happy. I would be happy with Torre Andre Flo, to be honest. Harley Sims, back on the follows. Thank you, Harley. Welcome to Turkey. Thank you, Menager. I do enjoy a Turkish save, to be honest. I thought we were going to get into to Bursaspor, and then we discussed a contract with Besiktas. So you never know. Maybe we'll be back in Turkey at some point. We will have to see. Fingers crossed for it. Fingers crossed. Yeah. But a pleasure to have you in. Thank you very much, my pal, my friend. Take it easy. We'll see you soon. Yahaya, where's he wanting to go? I'm concerned about the strength of the squad. I want to be sold to a bigger club. Okay, fair enough. Then we'll let you go if a reasonable bid comes in. That seems fine. 2.8 million. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I speak fast. I do speak fast. It's a trait of where I'm from. Does the broadcast have a translation feature? This one, unfortunately, not. No, unless TikTok have got one on, like captions or something. YouTube will have. YouTube definitely will have. Unfollowed for creative purposes. Just thought I'd drop another one again. Do you ever do saves with clubs from other continents than Europe? Sometimes, Mr. Life, and I'm not. Well, I wasn't great. We did Uruguay once before. We did a little bit of Argentina. We did a bit of when we were in doing the Pentagon. We did South Africa. That was fun. I'll get there eventually to other continents, but it's just trying to find an interesting angle. You know, that's the thing. Let's do 10% of the next sale, even though there's nothing actually there. Tuny, is the striker the new Haaland, the new Haaland? It says Haaland, so I'm going with Haaland. Yeah. There you go. It says there, dub the new Haaland. So I can't disagree with it. Do you know what I mean? TJ to Fenerbahce. You heard it here first, everyone. I'd be in for that. I mean, imagine that. Me replacing Jose Mourinho. What could possibly go wrong? Diminutive winger, 5'1". I've never seen a player that short. Actually, no, I have. There was that lad that they had on the in Norwich, wasn't it? Who was like 4'11" or 4'7" or something. Let's cancel him for now. It's fine. Let's cancel that. We'll keep on the shortlist for now, but it's the new Matt Holland. That is a niche reference. That is very niche. Next save you attempt a Turkish save of Bursaspor. I humbly suggest you name the stream Entering the Crocodile's Jaws. Did that sound like a Bruce Lee movie? To be honest, it sounds like something that would sit within the naughtier reaches of the internet. We've got the Azerbaijani David Beckham called Ali Ali. The media haven't named him, but all he does is stand there and whips it in. Well, it says wipes it in, but I presume you mean whip it in. He's also 65, 6'5", not 65. What do I think of Crystal Palace? Fine. What do you think of Crystal Palace, Mark? Jose is a good coach, but he has an ego. Yeah, he does. He does a little bit, and I think that's the joy of Jose Mourinho. Did Besiktas ever sort themselves out? I don't think so, Console. I never went back to check. I think having been here, I've not actually looked at the jobs market. We can have a little look and see if they have, because it's around about the time that Besiktas should be sacking their manager again. Well, there's Turkey there. Let's get to the major club, shall we? Besiktas. When was their last manager? Well, 365 days. This one's been in charge for 57 days, so he's doing well. He's doing well. Would you ever want Jose at your club in real life? Well, at Sunderland? Of course I would. Absolutely. Jose Mourinho at Sunderland would be box office. It would be so much fun. It would have been much better had he turned up in the Sunderland Till I Die era. That would have been good. Over Reggie Lebris. Over everybody? You trying to tell me that if someone offered you Jose Mourinho, you wouldn't be like going, yeah, I'll stick with who I've got. Come on. It'll be so much more fun with Jose. Even if it didn't work, right? Even if it didn't work, I'd be sat there going, I think this is class. Jose Mourinho in League One would be elite. I'm going to walk away from Pavle at the minute. I'm not paying $2,000 just yet. Can I look at Xavi Guerrero? I mean, look, I can, but you won't see anything because you've probably already worked out by now. We are, look at that, we are on a attributeless skin, and he's 30 years old, right? He scored 2 goals. He's had 12 assists. Yeah, he looks like he's doing fine. Okay. I mean, I'm not necessarily convinced he's going to sign for Hacken at any point, but I'm as good as Fatty Terim. That is praise. That is praise, actually, to be honest. Jose managing Linden Gooch in League One against Gillingham or something. Yeah, 100%. Imagine that. That would be class. Jose Mourinho and Luke O'Nien trying to talk to Donald and Methven, you know what I mean, about the speakers. It'd be class. It'd be really, really class. Mourinho at Sunderland would be a bad fit. They did to Canio. I mean, look, Console, I find it difficult to understand that at the minute Sunderland are not a stupid club. Okay? This is really bizarre this summer, where we're taking ourselves seriously, doing really, really good transfers, really good business, and other teams are looking around going, fucking hell, Sunderland seem like they're doing all right here. And a lot of people are talking about us in a positive way. I'm used to us trying to buy old players for a lot of money who haven't done very well, and then it going really badly. So, to be honest, the thought of Mourinho coming to Sunderland still sits well with me, because it's inevitable that eventually this Sunderland that we're seeing right now will stop to exist, and we'll go back to normal Sunderland, and then we have to start thinking of all the other things that happen, and just be okay with it. Yeah? But I don't think Mourinho is a bad shout at anybody. I really don't. And honestly, if you can put your hand on your heart, and whoever you manage, whoever you support, and say, I wouldn't want Jose Mourinho at my football club, I think you're an absolute liar. Absolute liar. Chris, do you know what? No, I think you would want him. I think you would take him back in a heartbeat. Absolutely you would. Pierce, what more do we do? We are playing a Journeyman save, but we are also doing it without attributes, so we're doing a Moneyball save as well. It was shit. Now, the question was Mourinho shit or was Levy shit? I'm just asking the questions. Jose would do a better job at Sunderland than Moyes did. Jose would do a better job at Sunderland than everybody bar Reggie Labrie. Yeah. And a front three of Kane, Bale and Son, and we somehow did nothing. I mean, there is that. He sold Bill, didn't he? Got rid of him pretty quickly. But then that's not just a Mourinho problem, was it? That's everybody until an Ange problem. So I'm not having all this Mourinho hate just yet. Bill was on, of course, yeah, you got him back, didn't you? There's me thinking you'd sold him. Wouldn't want him at Liverpool. I know many, many Liverpool fans who thought he was off to Liverpool because it's the best atmosphere he's ever played in. It was at Anfield. You know, Liverpool fans would have taken him. Had Arnie Slot not won the league last year, they'd have been sat there going, oh, you know what, yeah, he fucking loves Liverpool, does fucking now Jose Mourinho. Fucking loves it. Didn't even never supported Chelsea when he was there, though. He's always there undercover in a fucking Liverpool shirt. What's the save? The save is is essentially just a Journeyman save. Easy. Just a Journeyman save. But we've got a Moneyball angle on it at the minute because I wanted to freshen it up a little bit. That's an interesting accent. It's a perfect Leeds accent. Don't know what you're on about, Jabru. I'm practicing. It was either Leeds or Bristol. I'm not really sure. Yeah. As a Brighton fan, I'd take any cup. There you go. He really wants to manage Newcastle due to the Bobby Robson connection. I mean, he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. But bless Newcastle fans for thinking that's what it is. You know, in that case, he might as well want to manage Ipswich because Bobby Robson managed there, or PSV, or Barcelona. But no, you're right. Definitely Newcastle out of all those clubs. He did plenty good at Roma, gave the club some much needed grit and resilience, but it was all right when he left. Yeah. I think it's trendy to hate on Mourinho. Jose and Fenerbahce is a perfect match. Agreed. Absolutely agree. That's why I think Jose and Sunderland would have been a perfect match. Just ridiculousness, innit? Jose's star faded when he went to United. He became beatable. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair comment. But again, something just didn't work, wasn't it? Something just didn't work. That's why we went from out of this world to just a decent manager. United break everyone again. This is just, you know, modern football taking it. You know, Sir Alex Ferguson sat there going, "Yeah, United broke me. Absolutely broke me. Absolutely broke me." You could say, though, that of course a lot of it is down to incredibly poor recruitment. Oh dear, we've been beaten by the long ball over the top. That's not what we get. Zekovic, well nipped in though. Pereira, Zekovic, Amara. Oh, give him the ball away. Come on. Josefsson's winning back nicely though. Here's your Jefferson. Go on, pal. Get yourself forward. Make something happen. Gone close. Rambler Man in on prime. Thank you, Rambler Man. Very, very kind indeed. It's the one Europa League and League Cup with Jose. Not many other United managers can say that. True. True. Jose bred a bad culture at United. I think he allowed the Pogba Jesse bullshit to take place. You think Fergie would have stood for all that? No, that's true. That's true. I think Mourinho wanted, the problem with Mourinho at United, from what I imagine, is that he wanted to win there more than actually, like he wanted to win there so badly that it obviously was never going to work because he was trying too hard, and he may have let things go potentially that he maybe would normally not wanted to, at the risk of thinking that if he might have ruined it or something. I'm trying to think how I explain what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it just didn't. It was never the right move. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, though, like Jesse Lingard's not very good, so he should just have been sold straight away. Just get rid. That should have been a straight out. Gone, right, Jesse Lingard, away you go. A lot of real football chat. Feels like I'm in a fever dream. It's because it's warm, Tuny. It's because it's very warm. I don't know how we got into it. Oh, someone asked if I'd take Jose Mourinho at my club. My answer was yes, unequivocally. Easier for me to say, of course. How many goals has Vent scored? Has he scored 1 or 2? Just 1, right. Would you prefer Sunderland to be managed by Jose or Arsene? Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ooh, that's a good question, actually. That is a good question. Who would I want? Because I love Arsene Wenger. I love Arsene Wenger. Right. Arsene Wenger to set up Sunderland would be really, really good to see. Mourinho just for the laugh. Like, I would take that. Yeah, Wenger is there's a thought. Merge them both together. Have Wenger in charge of Mourinho's transfers. Ooh, that's interesting. Scott McTominay became a world beater after leaving Man United. Yeah, but well, look, this is an English media's fault as well, though. Because the English media convinced everybody that Scott McTominay wasn't very good, despite not watching him actually play and be good all the time. It's the English media's own fault, and it's Scotland's gain, to be honest. So, yeah. Oh, great ball, great goal. I mean, it's against us, but still, Wenger is the goal, 100% Arsene. That would be for I'd be happy with I'd be happy with Arsene Wenger in charge of Sunderland in its entirety. Can I say the Serie A is nowhere near the standard of the Premier League? You can say that, but I would say that I'd say it's more competitive. Absolutely more competitive. I think there's more teams that can actually challenge for the title than in the Premier League. I think the Premier League is just still to me, the Premier League is a load of shite. It's overpaid shite. And we now got to be a part of it this year. Josefferson, you want Arsenal in his early years, not his later years. I'll take Arsenal in his any years. Arsene Wenger's later years, he has allowed those because of his early years. Yeah. He's earned the right for those later years. Villa would win Serie A if they were put in there. Yeah, because they've spent more money than every other club in Serie A. Sunderland have spent more money than every club in Serie A and would have a chance in Serie A. It's a disparity of wage and finance. That's the problem. You know, if all money was balanced out again, Serie A would be much more strong. And also, I believe there was a Serie A team in the final of the Champions League this year, and there was not a Premier League one. So there is that consideration as well. I mean, they did get absolutely hammered in the Champions League final, but there was not a Premier League representative in the Champions League final. Naturally, there was one in the Saudi Arabia USA Cup, which I saw a beautiful tweet as well, by the way, of that said that the Club World Cup got exactly what it wanted in the final, which was two clubs, one that is state owned, one that is owned by an American private equity firm, and have spent the most money like in each league over the last 5 years. That's exactly what they wanted. Like two of the most expensive put together football teams. At least the Premier League is more competitive than League One. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, yeah. At least it's more competitive than League One. I don't understand that comment, but it's also not. It's also not. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's double check that just because I don't want to be wrong here, right? Okay. I would hate to be wrong. Okay, so Liverpool finished 10 points clear in the league last year, and okay, PSG finished 20 points clear. Fair. That's right. Yeah, the Premier League is far more competitive. Far more competitive. Title was only won in March. Ligue 1 is falling apart. Ligue 1 wasn't even together anywhere. Tico, evening, buddy. How are we? Next year might be a little bit more competitive. Keyword there is might, though, isn't it, Jebaru? Might. Yeah, but it could also still just be a one-horse race again, and that's boring. At best, next year there's two teams that might win the title. Ooh, what a race. Also this year, in his later years, Arsenal's board refused to finance due to building the Emirates. That is true. Liverpool casually dropping £300 million. It's not even August. That Coutinho money goes a long way though, Chris. It's all Moneyball, isn't it? It's all Moneyball. Yeah. But yeah, I think I've gone on too far now. Can we change the subject? Favorite biscuit. Mrs. J bought some new. What did we get today? Nearly spent the Collymore money. We've spent the original Michael Owen cash. We finally delved into that. God, imagine if they'd got some money for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Imagine how much money they'd spend then. £1 bajillion. No, what was it that Mrs. J bought today? Some sort of Maryland cookie, I think it was. And it was like, but it was like a 2 biscuit with some chocolate in the middle. Decent. I'd never had them before, but I'm willing to put them in decent biscuits. Maryland bourbon biscuit. Maybe was it? Was that it? Maryland. I don't know if it was a bourbon. Maybe it was. Maryland bourbon cream. Nope, that's essentially just Bailey's. Yes, it was that. No, Maryland Switch it's called. This is it, Maryland Switch. These are, oh, get these. These are good. Yeah. Get some of them. Not my favourite biscuit, but they were fine. Time for a tier list. All right, make it happen then. Make it happen. How are we going to do this? Get Maryland's crumble, put them up in a buttercream icing, put them on a cupcake, exceptionally good. Ooh, that's interesting. Vesper Souls is in on the follow. Thank you, Vesper Souls. Biscoff biscuits are nice. See, I can take or leave Biscoff. I can't, like, fine. If it's in a hair salon, like a Tony and Guy, for example, I'd expect you to be given a Biscoff with your you know, your little pretendy flat white from their Dolce Gusto machine. I'd have that, right? But if you're in the house and you're making PG tips or Tesco's tea, you shouldn't be eating Biscoff. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to have a word with yourself. I love a chocolate hobnob. I mean, we all do. We all do. Mrs. likes the Nutella version of Biscoff. I think they're foul. The Nutella version of Biscoff. Is the Nutella version of Biscoff not just Nutella? Or have I not understood the assignment here? Fasting insight into TJ's lifestyle. Head on at Tony and Guy. Formerly TJ. Tony and Guy. Now I'm just into Turkish barbers. Chris, you need moddable privileges in order to do that. Or we can give you those moddable privileges, or if you want to pass that to Rugio or Dan, they'll send you the links. In fact, we should probably give you moddable privileges. I know you don't really want it, but you are part of the team, to be honest. So we probably should do that. Let me work out where it is. There's right, rolls. Fix this in the background here. Right, there you go. Okay, you now have mod privileges, Chris. I know you're not going to use them, but it means you can post links as and when you need to. Here we go. I know. It's just another person who can ban people. TJ reveals he's just into Turkish barbers. Mrs. J stunned. Look at me, I'm learning with tablet journalist. I know. This is what's been sent out, is it? Right. This is gonna get me into trouble, is it? This is what the internet wants. Get rid of this daftness. We don't want this. Right. Tier list of biscuits. God tier, top tier, mid tier, low tier, bottom tier. Is this all I can pick from, is it? Or can I have more? Because I'll be honest, there's some easy pickings in here. You just found a line I was going to make ones require effort. I mean, look, what about Tetley tea? I'm not a tea drinker, Jason. And also as well, I'm not 100% sure about their use of what looks like small Yorkshire people. Right, what's going in the custard creams top tier? What are you on about? Custard creams top tier. Jesus. Right. God tier is shortbread. There's not, like, shortbread fingers go right at the top. Okay, I'm not hearing a word said about that. They're absolutely in. In fact, actually, let me text Mrs. J, because Mrs. J will watch this. This is the sort of content Mrs. J will enjoy. Right. Okay. Watch her get angry while I'm doing it. Come get angry. Right. Pink wafers are shite. Bottom tier. Right, here's where we're all going to fall out. Okay? Pink wafers do not go in the bottom tier. Okay? Now, what have we got? These are Viennese whirls. I mean, Viennese whirls are... Viennese whirls. They're at least top. They might move up, you know. They might move up. Right? Illuminati is saying God tier. I could be on your side here, Illuminati. There's a lot going on that I like there. There's shortbread, which of course I've already said I quite like. There's a bit of cream and a bit of jam, and I like cream and jam as well. So they could be in there. It's not a biscuit though. Well, look, let's get into the deliberations of what is or isn't a biscuit. They must all be classified as a biscuit, right? Right? Is that Tetley T's music? I'm coming on to Twitch. You're rage baking the internet. Pink wafers are not good. No, pink wafers are going to go into low tier, right? They're not bottom tier shit, right? They're fine. A pink wafer is fine, because if you have a pink wafer, you don't go, that's pathetic. You just go, do you know what? That's all right. It's fine. Pink wafers are trash. No, Mrs. J, I'm not having it. Right? I'm not having it. Pink wafers in the bin. Gary Baldy's in the bin. Right? Gary Baldy's near the bottom. And I'm alright with a Gary Baldy. I just don't think they're that... Rich teas can piss off. There's no point in them at all. Now, custard cream. Nice biscuits. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice biscuits. Right. Bourbons are mid. Right. Bourbons are mid. Along with custard creams. Ginger snaps go into top tier. Nice biscuits are... They're just a bit blah. The milky ones are mid. I'll do that. Now, chocolate digestive, a bourbon is a naked penguin. That's why they're mid. Yeah. Penguins, go there. Yeah. Custard creams are god tier. All I'm seeing here is a bunch of religious nutcases. Right. Nice biscuits are ironically not that nice. Yeah. I do like a party ring. Party ring is either there or... I'm undecided on a party ring. Why are ginger snaps that high? Because ginger snaps are class. If you gave a ginger snap a fancy name like Biscoff, you'd be wanting it in the god tier, right? But Oreos are mid. Finally, someone's saying this. Oreos are just a bit crap. In fact, you know what? I might even put them in low, because I don't think that... they're just a bit crap. They're not... It's not that they're awful. It's the fact that they think that they're better than they are. Yeah? Jammy Dodgers, get to the top and get it over and done with. Do you know what? If I've got Viennese Whirl in there, Viennese Whirl goes up, because Viennese Whirl is better than Jammy Dodger. It's a posh Jammy Dodger, and if Jammy Dodger is top, then a posh Jammy Dodger is god tier. Yeah. Okay. Chocolate fingers, top tier, because they also are good for decorating cakes. Chocolate digestive's got to go into the top level, hasn't it? Really. And I think that I'm going to put those little chocolate ones in there because they're class. Maryland cookies are mid because they're just cookies, aren't they? Really. I'm going to put a normal hobnob in low because they're fine, but they're very dry. They're very, very dry. And they're also not as good. They're not as good as chocolate hobnobs either. Right? They're god tier, those chocolate ones we can't pronounce. Are these like the sort of... I tell you what, I'll do you hobnob low. Yeah, they're crap, aren't they? Hobnobs are crap, Mrs. J. A chocolate hobnob is class. But a plain normal hobnob, party rings them in. I'm unsure party rings could hit top for me. Because I don't mind them. Now, is this the chocolate digestive with the caramel in it? If that's got caramel in, then these ones can go into mid. If they've not, then they're just hitting low. I'll put them there for now, right? And party rings, I reckon party rings are either mid or good. Pie rings are alright, actually. It's the change of texture with those Leibniz things. So you think you're getting a plain biscuit. The thing is, you're not getting a plain biscuit or a chocolate biscuit, are you? That's the problem. What is it? It doesn't know. It's guessing at what it is. Party rings are god tier. I do like a party ring. That's a caramel digestive. With the actual caramel in the middle. The fact you have pink wafers on the same level as a hobnob is criminal. As I say, Mrs. J, if that was a chocolate hobnob, right? If I moved hobnobs to mid, it's not going any higher than mid, right? It's not going any higher than mid. Because is it as good as is a plain hobnob as good as a ginger snap? No, it's not. Right? Is it as good as chocolate fingers? No, it's not. Is it as good as those Leibniz biscuits? Not really. Yeah? Plain hobnobs are pointless. Absolutely. The caramel between the biscuit and the chocolate. How do I feel about the caramel, the biscuit and the chocolate? This is the question. How do I feel about that? I might move it. I could be tempted to move that, you know, because I don't know about the caramel to biscuit to chocolate ratio. Okay? Stick them with your rich tea and your Garibaldi and get them in the sea. Yeah, oh yeah, Mrs. J's called me mid. Absolutely. She's furious. I can hear her typing divorce papers out just now. Chocolate hobnobs are pretentious chocolate digestives. Yeah, they are. They are. That's why chocolate digestives are at the top. Along with shortbread fingers, no one questioned that. Posh jammy dodgers, no one questioned that. I mean, hobnobs are mid because they evolved to god tier. I don't understand. Rich tea, right, okay, right. Let's start from the bottom and work our way back up, right? Rich tea biscuits, bottom tier. Absolute white van man builders. They're the only people that eat them, right? Tradespeople eat rich tea biscuits. And then the Garibaldi ones are they're the sort of biscuits, right, that some women in offices eat when they think that they're on a diet. They go, oh, I'll just have a little sweet treat, and they'll pull one of them out because it's in a little green packet, and then they'll tell you how many calories in it. They'll not tell you how much sugar's in it, but they'll eat them. So there's the bottom tiers, right? Low tier. I don't think the pink wafer's as bad as everyone's giving it out to be. Because you know what? If someone gave you a pink wafer, you wouldn't turn your nose up at it like a rich tea biscuit, would you? You wouldn't dunk it because you're not an imbecile. Okay? Adverts. Mrs. J, you need to resub. I'd turn my nose up at a pink wafer. Sounds very Shakespearean, that, doesn't it? Someone gift Mrs. J. Pink wafer's a class. I'm with you, Matty. I love a pink wafer. We can even add more. We can add more biscuits in here. Right. Is Mrs. J back? Mrs. J, tell us when you're back. Oreos are pointless. I'm sorry. I think we can all agree Oreos are not as good as they think they are. Yeah, the Oreos have got a god complex. Yeah. Oreo to bottom tier. Do you know the best time to eat Oreos is when they're in other things? So Oreos in ice cream, or Oreos in some sort of like dessert, or Oreo flavored. You're not eating the Oreo. It's something Oreo cheesecake, Oreo milkshakes, yeah, Oreo cookies. It's just, as you say, it's American kids who have something before bed. And realistically, if that's the situation, we should put Farley's Rusks in and put them in God tier, because Farley's Rusks would piss all over an Oreo. If you gave a fully grown adult in the UK the choice between a Farley's Rusk and an Oreo, everyone would have the Rusk. We only had kids just so I could eat Rusks without being judged. Why can't I prime sub on the app? I've got no idea, Mrs. J. I don't know. I think this is the problem in it with us losing the TV remote this week. I'll say again, Oreos are chalky American biscuit crap. Yeah, they are. They are. Oreos are like Hershey's chocolate. Yeah. Rubbish. I might even... I'm moving Oreos down. I've taught myself Oreos are crap, right? And someone get me a picture of a Farley's Rusk. And I'll move that higher. Okay, Oreos are down. Oreos overrated, I can agree with that. Put one of the ones covered in white chocolate. Yes, those chocolate covered ones are good. But, right, Oreos at the bottom. Okay? Low tier. I lost the Amazon Fire Stick 6 months ago, so using the app on my phone instead. We lost ours 3 days ago. And Mrs. J's been using her phone app. And she claims she won't be outsmarted by a 5-year-old child, but it turns out she has been. Thankfully, we have a second control because of the fact we lost the first one. Right, low. Pink wafers and nice biscuits. They're just nice. They're fine. They're not really, just a bit bleh. Do you know what? There's part of me, and again, I'm happy to start angering you all at this point because I feel like we've almost agreed the bottom list. The bottom list seems fairly rigid. Garibaldi's, rich teas, and Oreos. Can I suggest the malted milk down to low? That was one of my suggestions, right? That was one of my suggestions. And you might get angry here, right? The chocolate digestive with caramel in, that might have to go into low because I don't think it's as good as it thinks it is either. Dan, very, very kind. Bless you, Dan. Bless you. Malted milk without chocolate is pointless. Malted milk, okay, I could be tempted to move the malted milk down into low because its structure is so pathetic when introduced to hot liquid. If you dunk a malted milk, what you're basically saying is, I want soggy biscuits in the bottom of my drink. Because it will not stand, it will not retain its structural integrity when it's presented within a hot drink. So for me, you're right, yeah, it moves down. It moves down. Yeah. Digestive with caramel got me through a lot of bar snack shifts back in the day. But the thing is, again, this digestive, it's fine. It's all it is. It's a big toffee pop. Is all it is. And toffee pop had a better base. I'll do you a deal, right? As part of the problem, you drink coffee, so don't have biscuits. You can dunk biscuits in coffee. You know what? You dunk a ginger snap in coffee, that thing will hold up, right? That is like dunking a brick into coffee, yeah. Dunk a chocolate finger into coffee, beautiful. Dunk a jammy dodger into coffee, you're an absolute madman or woman. FM features list are less divisive than this. This is true, George. This is where it's gone. The delay has caused me to get to here. Toffee pops are far superior to caramel digestives. Exactly. Why would a dunk a biscuit in espresso? You could pour an espresso over the biscuit to make it into a coffee treat. That could work. I was on Chris's text me going, I'm way too invested in this biscuit chat to do any actual work. What stopped me from dunking a biscuit in the coffee? Well, the biscuit itself, really, this Milka biscuit. Use the Penguin as a straw is elite. Maybe Penguin has to go up a bit. Affogato, espresso over ice cream. You've been together 22 years. I've never seen you dunk a biscuit. I've seen you eat one with a knife and fork, though, you massive Tory. I have dunk a biscuit before. I definitely have. It's not my fault that the biscuits are normally eaten in our household. Yeah. Don't get a chance to dunk them. Apparently the kids have eaten them again. Right, do you know what, Mrs. J? I was going to try and negotiate, and they say never negotiate with terrorists, but I was going to try that, right? And I was going to suggest that if we move the chocolate digestive with the caramel down, I was going to consider making an argument for either the hobnob, which I don't really agree with, or the party rings to go up into top tier. Because I can't see any of you wanting the bourbon in there. And the bourbon is a wonderful biscuit, by the way. It's a wonderful biscuit. Literally never seen you drink a biscuit even when you were trying to talk to the builders and play nice. Those builders were idiots. Right. Party rings versus hobnobs. Let's go. Who's going to try and make a case for the defence? What moves up? Party rings or hobnobs? Since those are British biscuits, they should all go down one, to be fair. I mean, George, we're not getting racist with this, okay? Like, you know, although we did put Oreos at the bottom because they're nonsense. Hobnobs, right now, Rougeau, give me the case for the hobnob because I think that the hobnob is fine as a biscuit, but the chocolate hobnob is better. This is the thing, like, you know, it's like the hobnob needed chocolate to make it better. Like this is why the Viennese whirl is at the top above the Jammy Dodger, because it's a fancy Jammy Dodger. The Jammy Dodger, again, I love a Jammy Dodger. But it can be a bit crumbly and a bit dry sometimes. So, you know, more substance, more flavour. We don't have chocolate hobnobs on there, so we're including them. No. We're not just including the flavours of the hobnobs because they're not here. Come on, Rouge. You should know better than that. We're not just putting all associated hobnobs in here. In the same way, we're not including all associated digestives. There's two different digestives clearly advertised, right? Normal chocolate digestives and chocolate digestives with a touch of caramel. We haven't even put the dark chocolate digestives in here. Move the custard cream. Where do you want the custard cream to go, Mrs. J? Because for me, I can't see it go anywhere above. No, it's custard cream. It's fine. Up. You think the custard cream belongs on the level of a chocolate finger, of a Jammy Dodger, of a Penguin? I mean, it's quintessentially British. So is racism and imperialism. Doesn't mean we have to agree to it. I'm sorry, Mrs. J. The The defence for it's British. The aristocracy is British. The monarchy is British. Doesn't mean we have to agree with it. In fact, if anything, I would actually disagree with it. Yeah. So what are we going to do then? Where's these custard creams going now then? In your quintessentially British thing? It's just well tasty and better. At least you're honest. Alcoholism, football hooliganism, and a nice biscuit. God, I love being British. Yeah, exactly. MCG, yeah. Quintessentially British. Now who's the Tory? Yeah. You don't want to hear me advocating for Britain here, do you? If anything, I'm going to move it down because it's British. Yeah. What's this? I don't want bloody Siemens Energy. Piss off, Siemens Energy. You're ruining my good time here. The judge in the divorce court is going to have a field day with this petitioner disagrees with the husband's choice of biscuits, branding him a Tory. Irreconcilable differences. Party rings are not on the same level as custard creams. You're right, they should be higher. There you go. There's a higher sugar content in a party ring. Yeah. I think you're right. I think we all want party rings a little bit higher. That solves it. Done. And that's it. This is now resulting in 45 divorces before the FM biscuit tier streams became more divisive. Might suggest the Maryland cookie be moved up. Again, I think the Jaffa cake is not in there because it's a cake. That's why it's not in. The Maryland cookie, it is a good cookie, but it's just a cookie, and it's not as good as a shop cookie. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you go, like, even Sainsbury's do better big cookies than a Maryland cookie. And also, a chocolate Maryland cookie is better than a Maryland cookie. If you've come here tonight expecting FM, we're very sorry. Yeah. I'd also rather have Asda or Tesco cookies. See, this is the thing. Only way to answer it is if you could only choose one of these biscuit aisles, which would you buy? Well, shortbread, clearly. And then I'd have me ginger snap. I'd probably even move ginger snaps to God tier, but that would send you all delirious. In fact, you know what? If I did that, now watch the arguments. Go on, fight amongst yourselves. If I put the ginger snap up in God tier, oh, you would all lose your little minds. I want shortbread because I'm so Scottish. Is there speculoos? No, there's not, Meatwolf, and there never should be. Speculoos and Biscoff can get in the bin. Leave shortbread alone, you Tory. Right, do you know what? That's it. I'm happy. That's my decision, and I'm sticking to it. Okay? Let the anger commence. There's a small British section of my supermarket that has Jaffa cakes and digestives. There you go, see? Is it plain digestives? Well, here's the thing. That's the chocolate digestive on screen there. And that's the digestive with chocolate and a tiny bit of caramel. No custard creams. The custard creams are there, but they're mid. So, yeah, there we go. That's me. Done. Oh yeah, we had a football match to play, didn't we? Let's do that. Do crisps. Do crisps. Right, find me a crisp one. We'll do crisps. No, they have to be crisps though, not corn snacks or, you know, do meat. Oh, and yeah, well, again, I'm sure we'd upset a few people who are, you know, non-meat eaters. You know, oh, I can't believe they've ranked the best things to eat. Do Pringles count? Oh, see, crisps, it's just a minefield. Wrist H. You just had Viennese Wills as biscuits. You can't be getting picky now. I didn't make the list, Matt. I didn't make that list. That's what turned up. If Pringles are on the next list, fine, we'll do it. But I don't personally agree with it. What do I think they are? I don't know. I don't really know what a Pringle is. What's a goblin? 2-0, Zekovic. Let's get this. I'm going to prepare this in my... let's see what we're playing with here. There's a lot on here. Oh, right, okay. There's a lot here. And you know what? Calling it now. I've not eaten all these crisps. And there's some that are going in the bin straight away. I can... Oh. What do you think they are? A cake? This reminder said crisps have to be potato and then refuse to acknowledge French fries as crisps. I mean, I'm still not saying that they are. I'm still not convinced that French fries are crisps. Yeah, do nachos count? Well, Lay's. See, I don't know. I don't know, Jason. Nachos, I would say no, because it is literally a corn snack. What a piece of skill that was. Did you see that? Ready salted God's tier. Let's end it now. Again, we're going to go back to nobody orders ready salted crisps. Unless you're making a crisp sandwich. If you've got a plain cheese sandwich, ready salted crisps in that, bang. Go for it. A Pringle is potato based. It's mushed down and moulded. But so is a hash brown. And that's not a crisp. I know it also has onion in it, so it's not technically just that, but... Pringles sour cream and onion, God tier, no arguments. Walker's cheese and onion is best for crisp sandwiches, you idiot. See, look, it's divisive, this, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Everyone gets angry. Everyone's got their own little cliques and their own, viewpoint. This is why democracy doesn't work. Yeah? You're divisive. Thank you. You're an agent of chaos. I think I am the same. Chairman TJ. This is the content the chat I've been waiting for. Worryingly, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And this is less divisive than football chat. I mean, what we've managed to do is we've successfully managed to make Mrs. J stop watching whatever nonsense she was watching to just come and talk about biscuits and crisps. He's a fucking crisp idiot, that's what he is. Because I'm going to see the kids at the weekend, he's not allowed to feed them. It's fair. It's fair. And again, there is definitely a collection of crisps in this house. I'm not eating them. I'm not eating the crisps. I prefer a rice cake. I prefer a flan. Is anybody else not that fussed on how this match actually ends? Stop lying and try and make friends. Alright, fair enough. I've not eaten much of the crisps though, Mrs. J, I must admit. We had the crisp argument last week. We argued about what a crisp was. Did you say you prefer a rice cake? Yeah, but I mean like a Snacker Jack. Oh, I'm not a massive crisp fan, I must admit. Like, I'll eat them, but you know what? I've angered you anyway. Let's leave it at half time, and then when we get back, we can forget we've even got a match going on. This is where we're at, okay? Shocked and appalled, but also not that. Is a mini cheddar a biscuit? Yeah, it's not a crisp, is it? It's a baked thing. You're a baked thing. Right. Things we've got then. So discos, presumably salt and vinegar discos. Now they are class. What's that? Is that Worcester sauce? Or is that Worcester sauce Walkers? Crispy bacon wheat crunchies. like cheese and onion crinkles, possibly. Cheese and onion hula hoops. There'll be a lot of cheese-based ones here. Quavers, spicy tomato wheat crunchies. I already put them there. Like, I've not even tried them, but I'm guessing that they're shite. Frazzles. What's its chipsticks? Underrated. Severely underrated. I think here. Spicy knickknacks. Squares. Salt vinegar squares. Get up the top there, lads. Make yourselves comfortable. Skips. Steak McCoys. Roast chicken sensations. Salt vinegar walkers. Turmeric Pringles. Don't know. Mini cheddars. They're in there. What's this? Max crisps. Tomato crisps. And then these ones. AJ Snyder. Appreciate the prime. Very kind. Squares top outrageous. No, there's nothing outrageous at all. What's this? Cheese squares. I don't know. Phileas Fogg. I mean, look, I'm all for 80s crisps, but that is being silly. And then what's them? They're like twiglet things, aren't they? These little, whatever they are. French fries. Tangy Toms. I don't know why there's so many, Mr. J. There doesn't need to be this many, does it? Brown hula hoops. Steak hula hoops, isn't it? Big hoop spicy. I mean, I've never had a spicy hoop. Cheese and onion walkers. Salt and vinegar McCoy. They're all the same thing. This is all the same thing. Beef Monster Munch. Very good. No, they're not. What are they? Tomato. Beef. Beef's decent. Beef might go up. Where's pickled onion? Pickled onion Monster Munch. There you go. Now we're talking. Right. Let's put them there for now. Frazzles are fine. Sorry, Quavers are alright. Frazzles, chopped. Put them there for now. Discos, okay. Mini cheddars are just a bit meh. Pickle and Space Raiders, good. Scampi fries, surprisingly okay. Pop chips are just a bit crap, aren't they? Right? Like, they want to be good, but they're not. Pom Bears. Oh, now we're talking. Pom Bears. Get yourself up there, lads. Get comfortable. Right. Original Pringles. No real need there. Spicy knickknacks are good. The Thai chili sensations are fine. Normal hula hoops, just a bit boring, I'm afraid. These ones that I don't even know what the packaging is. Is that a rice cake? Is that spicy rice cakes? Spicy rice cake. Like, oh, here we go. Oh, right. Zoom in, TJ. That'll help. Rice fusion. Peking duck rice fusion. No one's eaten these. No one's ever eaten these. Right. I don't believe a word of it. Cheese savouries, bottom. Absolute bottom, along with Tangy Toms. Cheese balls can go at the bottom as well. They're shite. Scampi and lemon knickknacks. Really? Like, what sort of sex offender is having scampi and lemon knickknacks? Skips are decent, I guess. Wheat crunchies, crisp. Again, like, honestly. Rib and saucy. They're making this up. They're making this up. There's no way that these people have eaten these crisps before. Right? Tesco's ready salted potato crisps. Tesco bacon rashers. No chance are they going anywhere above bottom. Phileas Fogg American chips. Nah, get rid of them. I decline to comment on knickknacks. Swap scampi knickknacks for squares. Don't be so stupid, Tuny. You've said some outrageous things on this stream, and that's potentially the worst thing I've ever heard you say. There's no way they get moved up at all. Chili heatwave Dorito. Look, it's not a crisp, but And Chili Heatwave Dorito is there. Interestingly as well, it appears as though a leather thong has had a price drop. So if anyone's interested, or 13 pence off what looks like a doily. Hello, Aaron's. I'm Relative New FM. Welcome in. What's TJ put kettle chips in S for obvious reasons? Is S... Is I'm not that bothered about kettle chips. Everyone else seems to think they're fine. But I'm not convinced. And put it there. There's far too many ones here. Like, baked what's it? A what's it's always baked? Am I baked? Walker's tomato ketchup. I mean, they've got to be at the bottom, surely. Got to be. Squares are so 80s overrated. The menu of crisps. Honestly, squares are immense. If you have a salt and vinegar square, it just takes this bit out here. Your taste buds just like. Urgh. That's what you want. Straight out. Twiglets. I don't know. Maybe mid. I care less about the crisps. Chili kettle chips of it. I mean, look, you called me a Tory and you lot are all going about kettle chips. I mean, I don't know. Twiglets are top tier, perfect Christmas food. Sun bites. These are the ones Mrs. J likes. These sun bites. Right, they can go there. They're all right actually. They're fine. Jalapeno and cheese. They're not that cheesy though, are they? Cheese Doritos go mid. I feel like there's too many here. There's too many crisps in it. We've lost it, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Curry flavour Golden Wonders. I don't know if they've got curry flavour Golden Wonders in here, AJ, but there's far too many. Marmite crisps, I'm not sure. Chocolate bars. Let's do chocolate bars. Let's try chocolate bars. Let's go. Let's try hot beverages. All right, coffee, elite. Tea, yeah, that's it. Hot chocolate, fine. Hot lemon, so lemon sip. Actually, that goes in elite as well. Mr. Bean, jalapeno and cheese Walkers Max are the best. Are they? I don't think I've ever tried them. That's the problem with that crisp test as well. I've not eaten all those crisps. Bovril is good. Bovril is elite. If you're after some sort of beef stock drink while you're out of lower league football, you can't do much better than a Bovril. Soup as well. A cup of soup would be in there. The hot list drink will tier list will not dispel the Tory rumours. I get Bovril fairly high. You appear to have put mulled wine, Tony, near the top. Indeed, I did. A hot toddy, that would be up near the top. Actually, you know what? A lot of this is pretty decent. Hot drinks are the way to go. I'd probably even have peppermint tea quite high. I love those parsnip ones. And the beetroot crisps. I really like them. Evening, AJ, by the way. Hope you're good, buddy. Welcome in. Howard, sir, appreciate the gifts, man. Thank you. Who's the dude named after gum? Have we got a guy called Wrigley's? Zekovic, Ayari. Oh, is that... No, it's offside. Offside. A beefy drink they had to advertise it at Hampden when they held Olympic football games. That's the one. Minter Wettergreen. yeah. Kenny Hubba Bubba. Is that Stefan Chewy? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Good ball, wrist itch, venting off his balls. Donachos count. Walker's Worcester sauce flavour was in there. Oh, wrist stitch in the top corner. 5-1. We are looking suspiciously decent. And I know this, you know, we're not playing against the best teams in the world, or even the best teams in Sweden, but things you thought had been cancelled. I saw on Bongo in Iceland at the weekend. Oh, MCG, here's one for you. Right, gin bongos. Very simple to make. Gin with umbongo. Oh, it's a summer drink. Have some of that on a veranda. And by veranda, I mean car park. And by some, I mean a pint of. Oh, Ayari off the post. Me and Mrs. J used to love a gin bongo. That was one of those moments when I think Mrs. J was convinced that I had ADHD because I'd gone to the shops for something. Forget what it was, like something like, you know, that we needed, like tinfoil or toilet roll or something, and I came back with 2 bottles of a bongo, like cartons of a bongo. She's like, "What have you done that for?" I was like, "Well, we've got gin," and I just thought that there was some bongo there. I was like, "We could use it as a mixer." Oh, it's breakfast juice. That's right. Yeah. I was right, though. I was absolutely right. Gin bongos are the way to go. Like whiskey and iron brew works fine. It's pretty kids. Yeah. Just to clarify, this was before we had kids. This wasn't 2 weeks ago. How's baby Haaland getting on? He's doing fine. He's having a great little time. We're blooding him in slowly, Willems. We don't want to expect too much of him too quickly. Yeah. There's a lot of expectation on his head. So that's 5-2. That's us qualified for the next round of the Swedish Cup. I'm drinking it in. 9 points out of 9. Can't say better than that, can you? This is why we have kids. Yeah, to drink in the morning. So we've got more friendlies, and then we've got... right, I'll tell you what. While the friendlies are happening, then let's jump back in, shall we? What have we got? Is this chocolatey by here, Chris? Hot drinks tier list. This should be easy. Should be very easy. Hot water. Who the hell's putting hot water in it? Jesus. Right. Apple cider. Low for now. Black coffee. I drink black coffee, so it goes there. Cappuccinos. Right. I'm sorry. Cappuccinos they're far too 90s. Far too 90s. You've got to get rid of cappuccino now. Like, it's mainly froth. There's no coffee in it. It's just, you've just got a cup of froth. It's a pointless drink. You love a cappuccino. Well, no. If you don't like coffee if you're having a cappuccino. Yeah? Because what you're saying is, I would like a cup of froth, please. What is a golden latte and why does it look like piss? Because it is piss. That's what it is. Hot sake. I mean, I've never tried hot sake. Chai. You all expect me to say chai and matcha near the top, don't you? So I'm not going to answer it just yet. I'm not going to put them in just yet, but I'm going to let you. Some of these you can sort of guess. Earl Grey. I don't drink tea, and I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Actually, don't want Earl Grey there. Earl Grey or English tea. What's worse? Rose. Oh, actually, no. Rose tea sounds quite nice. I did want matcha yesterday. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that goes in. That goes into somewhere decent. Hot toddy goes near the top. Damn right it does. As does mulled wine. An espresso, clearly. Hot buttered rum. Oh, I don't mind if I do. That sounds decent, but because I've never tried it, I'm going to put it into the mid bit. Irish coffee, that's got booze in it, so that's decent. Let's put it there. In fact, pumpkin spice latte can go there as well. Just hot water, honestly, hot water with golden latte, herbal tea, ginger tea. Probably there. Hot chocolate. What's a Mexican hot chocolate? Has it got jalapenos or like a Dorito or something in there? Hot sake. I've never had hot sake before, but I like sake, so do I just presume it's fine? I don't know. English tea, boring. Rose tea sounds like the sort of thing I might drink actually along with Earl Grey. And chai is fine. That's, yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's move them up a smidge. Right. Actually, this might make more sense now. Herbal tea. Sake probably goes in there. Earl Grey. Yeah, how about that? Golden lattes cost extra. Only certain places will do them, and you've got to ask for them. Yeah. It's real chocolate instead of fake sugar byproduct, I bet, like the Mexican Coke. In that case, that's probably better then, isn't it? Hot apple cider. I don't think I've had hot apple cider before. Hot buttered rum. That's my name on the internet. What do we think? Would that work? I had it in pubs at Christmas. I go for the mulled wine though, don't I, Mrs. J? That's the thing. You drink it. You drink the hot cider. I have a mulled wine though. Well, it's hot cider and Bacchus. Oh, that's years ago. I can't be expected to remember that. Was it good? Does it need moving up? I mean, is it better than hot buttered rum? Oh, chocolate is elite if it's got all the trimmings. True. True. Right. You can go up one. So if Mrs. J's drank it, then it's very rare that Mrs. J's drank anything. Especially as a hot drink. She doesn't like hot drinks. Yeah, but she's managed to do that. So that's fine. She doesn't like hot drinks at all. She has a hot chocolate, that's about it. Rose tea sounds like the sort of nonsense I would drink as well. But I'm sorry, cappuccino. Yeah, you've ruined it. Not for me. So yeah, you can have that. That's my views on drinks. It's an illegal substance tier list. I mean, if I wasn't streaming, was there a favourite war tier list or something? We could do that. Let's park that one. Yeah, that can be for Patreon. Yeah. We're playing Kalmar in the next round of the cup. I could anger people and do like footballers. Football kits would be quite good actually. We could do a football kit one. Again, it would just upset people though, wouldn't it? Patreon tier list video where you try them out and see which ones are the best. Well, obviously, Willems, I can't just, just make outlandish statements without thinking about them through properly. Otherwise, otherwise, where's the substance in what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't trust me as an advisor at that point. You'd be like, well, a lot of his statements, he's just he's pandering, possibly. And the last thing I want to be is a panderer. Oh, also, who saw me? My Twitter and Instagram yesterday. Bumped into Marco Gabbiadini at Park Run. How cool's that? I think I put it in the Discord as well, actually. Yeah, I was running around and I was saying to youngest Jameson, because like eldest Jameson went running off first. I was going with youngest Jameson. We ran around and I was like, I saw there's a little lad there in the Sunderland shirt, and he was like, all right, cool, yeah, whatever. And we ran a bit further down and I was like, oh, there's another one there in a Sunderland shirt, and I was like, and he was like, his granddad was holding him up, and I was like, oh, that's Marco Gabbiadini. So I was just like, evening. Went across and had a little chat with him. He's a lovely, lovely man, which you'd expect from such a goal-scoring legend. Evening, Merv. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Nice to see you back in the world of streaming, my friend. Need a tier list of favourite beverages that include Jameson in it. Yeah, a shot of Jameson's, a pint of Jameson's. Please do drink responsibly, of course. My nose is incredibly itchy. We hoovered behind the sofa today, and there's just like dust all up in the air. Finally back to it. How are we? We're good. I've angered most people because we've ended up doing a tier list of biscuits, Murph, and people aren't happy. They're not happy at all. There was anger, which of course you'd expect, wouldn't you? Really. Sounds like I missed a treat. Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah. It kicked off. Pint of Jameson, you should be on OnlyFans of that talent. Yeah. Half Yorson can come in. Get another midfielder in there. Bolster the midfield up. The fans aren't happy. Well, the board aren't happy, sorry. But I think he's an extra body and he's not cost us, so should be fine. Chocolate bars. We're going for chocolate bars, are we? What time are we on? 11:10. Is this got enough to anger people, do you reckon? Can we anger enough people? What we got? Let's see. Is there a lot here? Oh, all right. Okay, there seems to be enough here. We can deal with this one. This isn't loads, right? Okay. Oh, let's see. Right, fries, chocolate cream in at the bottom. This is just pointless. I think a whisper gold's got to go to the top. Okay. God tier for now, but it might move down. Now the bounty's the controversial one. Yeah, this is where everyone's going to start kicking off. A Yorkie's pretty decent as well. Like, that's got to go near the top. Potentially God, potentially top, we'll see. Milky Way is good. So is a Crunchy, actually. Bourneville near the bottom. Do people actually eat Turkish Delight? That's my question. That is my question. And I also think that the fries, peppermint cream, it goes at the bottom as well. Hate coconut, Bounty's bottom. Like, no, it's not. Bounty's not going at the bottom. Just because you don't like part of the ingredients doesn't mean that has to go at the bottom. You know, Bounty's going to go on low because it's just a bit crap. Fries are having a nightmare. They are. Mint Aero, Orange Aero, Karamak low possibly. See, I like a Bounty as well. I'm not against a Bounty. I love a Twix. And a Twix is good. What I would love is I'd love like a Twix and a Kit Kat to merge and have like a 4-finger Twix, or a 4 block of Kit Kat Chunky. Yeah. White Bueno is not in there. No, it's not. Any white chocolate can do one. Apart from Milky Bar. Milky Bar's good. Toffee Crisp, Toblerone, Chomps are class. I like a twirl as well. Normal Aero. Bit rubbish. Not really bothered about normal Aero. Toffee Crisps are ruined. I don't know how I feel about a Toffee Crisp. Christmas selection box streaming coming. Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Toffee Crisp. I'm gonna go mid. Bourneville's mid. I like dark chocolate. You see, Whisper Mint needs to come back. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Curly Whirly near the top as well. Fudge mid. Lion Bar mid. Caramel top tier. Kinder Chocolate bit fine. Picnic fine. Dairy Milk fine. Toblerone fine. Double Decker. I used to like a Double Decker, but I think they've gone down a bit now for me. Flake is okay. Mars is decent enough. A Ripple. Topic. Timeout. Star Bar. Kit Kat Chunky can go up a bit more. Right, Whisper Gold's at the top. Let's flesh this out a bit more. Right, Whisper Gold and Yorkie. Crunchy up near the top as well. Milka should have been on the list. Star Bar top. I don't think Star Bar needs to be, where have I put it? In low. It's gonna have to do some. Very few notes. Smash that, TJ. See, now we agree. Now we agree. I just need to play it to the audience, don't I? But yeah, fries might as well just liquidate themselves at the bottom. Yeah, I think there's not much to disagree with there. Like, come at me if you've got anything else you want to discuss with this one, but Toblerone Dairy Milk should be higher, but can't argue. Maybe, but then again, there's a lot there in the top tier in it. So many wrong answers. Go for it, Rouge. Go for it. I want to hear. Did Terry's Chocolate Orange count in this list? Apparently not, KT. No. From what the computer's organised as part of of our selections, no, unfortunately not. Star Bar should be higher. I'd rather have a Lion Bar than a Star Bar. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I'd rather have a Toffee Crisp than a Star Bar. Yorkie is salty. Oh, really? Bottom two both need to be at the bottom. Whisper Gold near the bottom. Whisper Gold tastes like plastic. I think we've missed something here. Rouge, what's happened? What's happened? I feel like Rouge has had like some Novichok or something. I feel very bad now. Whisper Gold should go in the bin. Never. I mean, has anyone ever eaten a Crunch? Original Yorkie is boring, but you know exactly what you're getting with it though. And when you get one, do you ever dislike a normal Yorkie? Do you ever sit there and go, "Oh, this is rubbish"? Nah. What? 6 massive blocks of slabs of chocolate. You know, I sit there going, "Oh, this is rubbish." Nah. Never. crunch is horrible. I genuinely can't say I've ever had one, MCG. It rings no bells with me. It's trash. There you go, trash has been said. But yeah, I like what Murph's saying though about a selection box stream. We could do that. I'm from Greece. Every time I come to the UK, I'm obsessed with crunchy. I mean, fair enough then. Yeah, if you're not surrounded with it every day, then it's like a holiday chocolate. And a bit like sort of British people are like into Milka. Blue Ribbon needs put on that list right up the top. Fair choice, Z. I mean, there was no Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, look, there was no caramel wafer either, and I've had to have been sat there going, I mean, Tunnocks caramel wafers, yummy, but their views on the trans community, bad. Damn it. What am I supposed to do? The gold biscuit bar. Now you're talking, Dan. Now you're redeeming yourself, aren't you? Yes. This is where this is the top level. Yeah. Goes into the god tier of biscuits. Orange clubs. All clubs, in fact, Ian. Yeah, because I would say, if you're going to put clubs in there, then you have to put the mint club in. And I'd even put the biscuit and the fruit and nut one in. You know, but all clubs are welcome here. Viscount. That goes at the top. Right, let's see how we get on here then, shall we? So cup match against Kalmar. We are still playing FM, remember. After the biscuit fiasco, we're getting somewhere. Well, this is the thing. I could only go with what was presented in front of me. You know? I love Dairy Milk Marvelous Creations. I mean, that's a Tory chocolate bar right there, isn't it? Ooh, I want chocolate, but I want jelly beans in it as well, and bits of nuts and some popping candy, and like, just come on. What you mean is, I don't know what I want, right? Like, I want it all at once. Mrs. J will fight people with popping candy. I'll get a tackle in. Oof. We got let off there. You should do one with Candy or Chris. I mean, we've literally just done that, haven't we? I'd rather be called Never Tony, but at least they were the Labour Club. Liverpool are the Tory Club. Animal biscuits, elite tier, elite. And also animal bars. Put them in elite and put them high up in the chocolate as well. Ball at the top. Wrist itch. Oh. I agree with both animal-based confectionery statements. About ice gems. We put them in the little ones, a little bear, a tiny little biscuit and a bit of icing on the top. Best tea biscuits. I mean, none of them. No. It's got to be a ginger snap. It's the only thing that make tea taste decent. Ice gems are dog shit, says Mrs. J. They are very dry. It's over the top. Keeps come out for it. It's gone over. Ice gems are down there with party rings. I like a party ring though. I like a party ring. They were sharp. All right, so yeah. So Mrs. J is now. We've now found the real reason Mrs. J isn't like them. She's probably hurt herself at some point on an ice gem. Right, we got some tired players, mind. So Mane's going to have to come off, I think. Maybe not straight away, but certainly in this. Give him 10-15 minutes or something. Bring him off. We'll bring on the new Haaland as well. Give him a run out. Zekovic isn't doing great. 6'5", tiring. 6'5", 6.5. Sorry. There's a 6'5" centre back winner will come on now. McCullough, bring him on. And Haaland on. Ristic down to 6'4". Do we bring him off or Vent? Who's more likely to score? Who more likely to need? Ristic is looking a bit more upset, so let's bring him off. Orshal can go on. Is Sefferson starting to tire? And we're doing well. 10 shots. Only 3 on target, mind. We've got the ball. A lot of the ball. Have you got any tips for individual training? Because my player always complains when I give them individual training. To be honest, Danny, no. I don't do any of the individual training stuff, so I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't know if anyone else in the chat's got a better answer than that, but yeah, it's not something I do. I tend to just presume that the players are idiots. Haaland, McNabb, licking back. Yeah, oh yeah. Hand off to your assistant. Yeah. Let him take the flak. Goal, is it? For them? Oh, so close. Fox's Classic is an underrated biscuit. No, I think a Fox's Classic is sufficiently rated as an elite biscuit. Everyone knows that the Fox's Classic is brilliant. And I think, and maybe I'm being pedantic here, but I think to say that it's underrated is like when, when Michael Owen went, Christmas is underrated. It's like, no, nope. Like everyone knows Christmas is good. Oh, great save. Yeah, I think everyone loves a Fox's Classic. It is like the blueprint for for how to make a brilliant biscuit. It holds it well when it's dunked. It looks fancy. It's got a bit of chocolate in there. It's got some good crunch in the biscuit. Yeah, my impression was they were largely ignored. My favourite biscuit. You're mixing in the wrong circles, MCG. In the biscuit community, it's very much respected. It's like if you watch a comedian, you go like, "Oh, they should be bigger." You're like, "They are." It's just the fact the TV doesn't pick them up, you know. But they're better than most acts that are on the telly. It's a bit like that with a Fox's Classic. You know, they're not front page and centre. Oh, is he offside? You know, they've not quite got the PR of an Oreo, of a chocolate hobnob. That'll do. There we go. Orshal. Go on. Down the line. Get the ball through. Vent. What's the die-hard biscuit community's thoughts on the Fox's chocolate round? I mean, it starts with the word Fox's. I think people love it. What is not to love? What is not to love? A circular block of chocolate. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful piece of work. That's a huge result. non-picked up comedians are genuinely superior. Have you seen Scottish comedian Liam Farrell? I have, and he is very, very good. He is superb. But he's not on telly, so some people would have you believe that he's not funny. Or not as funny as someone who's on telly. So I'm supporting Russell Kane. He was brilliant. Yeah, I didn't know he was supporting Russell, but that's awesome. He's very, very good. He is very good. Yeah, my mate Kai Humphries has got a new special out as well on YouTube, so it's worth checking that out if you haven't already seen it and you've got a little bit of time to sit and want to have a watch or something. I'd definitely recommend you go and have a watch of that. Evening Cards, welcome in. Appreciate the raid. Very kind. Thank you for that. Hope you're well. How's your stream, buddy? Right, the Bealer can have a new contract. I'm not saying he's done it for a few years. I used to go to the Lyric when Richard Herring was compere. Saw all sorts of comedians back then. Yeah, I mean Herring was class, really, really class. Cards was good. First time playing FM. Nice. How did you find it? Was it your vibe or? What do you normally play? Taking Arsenal to the Champions League, didn't realise it went into so much detail. Oh yeah. It's got everything. Inside leg measurements of players, dietary requirements. What directions you're taking to drive to the stadium, all that sort of stuff. Ultimate Team, got you. Cool. Well, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, Raiders as well. So, so I'm Tony. I'm a host of a FM show podcast, Football Manager podcast. Myself, RDF Tactics, Sai Maggio. Appreciate the follow there, Cads, as well. Very, very kind. Thank you, brother. New episodes out every single Thursday. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Mainly FM. We started doing some new stuff on Sundays, doing like sort of something different Sundays. We've done bits of Minecraft and stuff. We've done some Pro Wrestling Simulator. We've done what else? We've done TCG Card Shop Simulator, City Skylines. So little bits of different stuff, which is fun. Keeps it a bit fresh. But yeah, this is a Journeyman save with a Moneyball twist on it, because we're now like in our fourth club now, so it's like, right, let's do something a little bit different with it. Try and sort of make it a bit more interesting. Yeah. The cats will be scrambling in the second division of Serbia before you know it. That is true. That is true. First choice goalkeeper. Is he going to be? Let's give him that option. He doesn't want too much money, so that's pretty good. Taking his sub fee off. Right, what's this? Swedish Cup. Semi-final? We're in the semi-final already. It's Hammarby. Right, okay. Some tired players, mind. Let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. If we end up in the Swedish Cup final, this is going to be wild. I shouldn't have acknowledged it. I shouldn't have seen where we are, because now, of course, I'm focused on the fact that we're in the semi-finals, rather than before just being like, "Ah, well, yes, it's cup. We're doing all right. We're still here." Now I like snapped into focus a bit more. This is what happens when you spend your stream just like, ranking biscuits and hot drinks. Oh, nice goal. Maybe we're not going to the final after all. Literally watched none of his games all stream. I know. I feel a little bit like that myself, MCG, to be honest. That's a cracker goal, to be honest. In fairness. What's the favourite save we've done at FM24? Asked Danny Boy. We did a Build a Nation save in Greece. We started FM24 in Greece, and we did 17 seasons at a club called Larissa until they sacked us on the eve of the Europa League final. And we were all shocked, dismayed, disgusted. Great ball through. Oh, it's hit the post. Joe Bellingham was Greek national, or at least nationalised, but still refused to play for the national team. He was the king of Larissa. What about yourself, Danny? What's been your favourite save of the year? Just a bit wide. Demand a bit more, I think. Not doing well at all. Everyone's off the pace a bit. Ayari heads it. It's just not landing at anyone's feet. Missed out on those second balls. Armani gives it away. Oh. We're gifting them the goals now. Try and push it a bit. Play for set play as well if we can do. Play a bit wider. Off the bar. Oh. Well, we are getting battered here. Is this 3? Yeah, it is. It is. Oh dear. Well, we didn't want to win the Swedish Cup, did we? We can focus back on the league now. Unbelievable. It was all going so well until we started actually focusing on what we were doing. Here we go. 4. Yeah. Dreadful. Dreadful. It's a bunch of tired players. I don't know that much. I think that's probably part of it, isn't it? I don't really think we're going to have much of a comeback in the second half. It's going to take a comeback of Herculean proportions to send this to extra time. Amani, good ball through. Vent. Oh, it's off the other side of the bar. That goes in. We're back in the game. Oh. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Amane off for healing. Or Charles can go on for a wrist stitch. Mikola for licking back. Come on then. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if we're going to get anything in the second half. 4-1 maybe, 4-2. Jefferson's knackered, so Balderson's going to have to come on. Might as well just try and rotate and just give some players some minutes, you know. Doesn't really matter at this stage now. Right, oh, we've got a corner. We've got a corner. Pull one back. Oh, how'd that go in? I mean, what's happened here? Giving it away, and then keeper's got to do better, hasn't he? Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. 5-1 down. There's nothing you can say, is there? We get that close. We get into the semi-finals of the cup and we just collapse. We just capitulate. Six. 6-1 now. Oh dear. Never mind. Never mind. It's better to get this out of our systems now, isn't it? They have been so good. Or have we been so bad? Didn't want to win the cup anyway. Not at all. Not at all. Just creates too much pressure, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we're allowed to be. I think we're allowed to be annoyed at that. Do you know what I mean? Be like, nah, not for us, thank you. Fair enough. Let's just go ahead without it, shall we? Right. I think what we can do then, we can put that to bed. We can fast forward past this friendly here, then we can go right to the end of the month, and everyone's happy. And yeah, the next stream will be us starting in the league. That pretty makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Do it that way. We'd have ended up playing Djurgården in the final, so we wouldn't have particularly enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Evening, Mungo. Yeah, not a great start, that one. It's pretty poor, to be honest. Especially in the semi-final. You get all that way to the semi-final, then you're like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, let's just lose by lots. That's a concern. That's a concern. I'm going to quickly check to see if there's any more Jamesons in the database that have come through. Because you never know. Yeah. No. Just us still. Right, let's just set ourselves up, I think, because I've got an early start tomorrow. So, kids are on holiday, but I don't mean that I'm on holiday. So, loads of bits and pieces to do. So, thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out tonight. I hope you've had fun. I hope it's been good. It's been different, hasn't it? We've done some different stuff. We've done a lot of things we don't normally do. And we talked about some stuff we don't normally talk about. And we've upset some people. And we've made some friends. And I think that's probably all we can really ask of this stream at any point, to be honest. So we're going to go and raid now. So we go off and see Ludo. Give the man some love. Give him a follow. And yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But probably definitely Wednesday. So yeah, take care of yourselves, everyone. Speak to you all in a wee bit. And get the raid loaded up now. So go and give Ludo some love. Speak to you all on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.